Hey everyone, Christina with Ginger Mama Tarot here, coming at you with your May Tarotscope. This one's for my wonderful Virgos. Okay, as I was channeling for you, here's what's coming in. The line, I analyze evolution. And what I picture is like a book, a textbook where like there's like an ape or a monkey and then like they slowly progress to like the human body we're in today. You know what I'm talking about, right? And I feel like some of you are in your heads like, okay, I'm realizing there's some type of awakening going on in the collective. There's something going on, but like you're in that logical mind, right? Like you're analyzing it. And actually, I just want to tell you, like, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, my daughter's a Virgo. I love Virgo placements. And I love all the placements, right? But like, here's what you're being asked to do is like, tap into your intuition and ask yourself, how can I analyze what's going on in a way that is combined with my intuition? How can I combine heart and head space? Because so often, many of us, we're too much in that heart space or we're too much in that head space. How can I balance that? And start small. For some of you, it's like, it's as simple as like, okay, do I really want to sleep right now? Do I really want to eat right now? As you ascend on your spiritual journey, you realize that as you're tied to the higher realms in the universe, and I know this is going to be a hard concept for some of you, but Source guides you in many different ways, repeating numbers, dreams, you just can't sleep, you don't feel like eating. Some of you also have a throat chakra block, just FYI. But they're guiding you on when to sleep. What is your natural rhythm? So often we're told you need 8 hours of sleep every night or whatever it might be. I go to bed at this time, or you've had strict routines. Like I feel like you're someone that had a lot of strict routines. And Source is calling you to kind of think outside the box, okay? Like be like, okay. If I wake up at 2 a.m. and I can't sleep, go back to sleep for 5 or 10 minutes, maybe I'll get up and journal or write. Maybe I'll just like go sit outside for a minute and look at the moon, okay? Like just try this, okay? Just try this. And I think some of you, it's like, you're putting in this hard work, and this could be something totally separate from what I just talked about, but like you're putting in this hard work. It could be a job, career, relationship. I feel like this is more work, maybe. Like you're a really hard worker, and you're over here like working away. Like, is it going to work? And you have this Five of Pentacles here, which is about like a scarcity mindset. It's that feeling of like, I'm going to be left behind. Other people are getting it before me. Why doesn't it work for me? I don't understand. It's just kind of self-pity, self-sabotage. You guys, it's going to work for you, okay? Look at this person here. They've already done all these. There's only a few more left. All right, so I want you to address that when I talk about journaling or writing. Like, ask yourself, where does that scarcity mindset come from? Was that a parent figure in my life? Was that just society always saying, we need more, more, more. There's not going to be enough resources. There's not going to be enough. Someone else might take my job. Like, whatever the case may be, okay? Like, focus on that. I feel like that's going to lead you to an awakening of sorts. The Page of Wands here. Wands can mean passion. They can mean sexual energy. But these leaves, it can also be an awakening. And a page is like a very small awakening. But this Ace of Wands that came out earlier, this is like massive awakening. And keep in mind, there are multiple awakenings, okay? You might like today be like, oh, wow, she's talking about routines and following my intuition. And that's a small leaf of the awakening, right? But there's so many different awakenings, okay? So celebrate each one. This isn't a race, okay? This isn't a race. Everyone is placed here at different times in divine timing to heal and ascend in their own unique ways, okay? Judgment here at the Magician, I love this. Many of you are sitting in really great karma right now. What you give out is who you are, right? You're judging yourself. You're realizing, okay, when have I not been giving enough, or when have I been giving too much? And you're trying to balance that out. You're pulling back in that. And you're kind of like just trusting your internal magic, or you're being called to. If you haven't judged yourselves yet, like really look in the mirror, get real. Be like, okay, how am I? Am I a good friend? Am I a good family member? Am I a good lover? Like what is it, right? Like, how am I treating people around me? How do I treat people when they honk at me? You know, am I flipping them off? Like, I don't know why I picture that. Like, am I getting upset? Like, you know, and it's okay. Like, we all make mistakes. We're human. But ask yourself, are there ways I'm breaking people's hearts? You know, because I think if you can really be honest and judge yourself in that, you're gonna begin to tap into this magic very quickly. And there's nothing wrong with you, okay? Everybody does it. But that's just the vibe I have for you right now. Also, repeating numbers seem to be something that is coming in for Virgos. I've not talked about this in my other tarot scopes. If you are seeing repeating numbers, these could be, 1111, 1010, 999, 888, but they can also be things like 755 or 644, like repeating numbers at the end, or license plates that just have a random 3 or 4 digit number. Consider Googling them. What is this number? And then just add angel number, because Source is trying to guide you. Source is trying to remind you of something. I once had a job situation where I went and I thought there was going to be some type of clarity given about my job position, and there wasn't, and I was let down. And as I sat in my car, I saw a street address and I felt called to look it up. And it literally said there are bigger and better things coming for you in your career. I was like, what? I can't make that up. And there are clearly. I now have a YouTube channel. I'm on TikTok. It's crazy. Please follow me over there too. This is new for me, so I'm happy to be here. But yeah, let your guard down. Look at this. Both of these cards, Queen of Swords reversed and the Five of Swords reversed. This is all a card, like the battle's done. So like you can open your heart again. You can let your guard down. Maybe focus on that. Like you're like exploring the ways, like being honest with yourself. Like who abandoned me? Who hurt me? Who rejected me in my life? And if that person is not alive, or you don't speak with that person anymore, because or we don't have to talk to that person to get closure, okay? But one of the ways we can get closure, which sounds simple, but it's also very, very powerful, is to write a letter to that person. Don't send it to them, okay? Don't send it to them. But don't be timid. I want you to like write out the shit you would say if you could really say it. Really write it out. You fucking did this and you fucking did that and blah, blah, blah. Write a letter, write a book, whatever you need to do. And then take it. I mean, if it's a great book, keep it. But like if it's a letter, look at that letter and decide what to do with it. For many people, I tell them to burn it. To literally take it with a candle, with a bonfire, and just say, I release this source, I release this universe. I will no longer carry the burden of that trauma. And I'm telling you, there's a helicopter going off, by the way, and helicopters, you guys, if you hear helicopters, I want you to know something. I always take this as God is spinning all around you. The universe is spinning, not trying to judge you, not trying to control you. They're just trying to remind you, hey, we're with you right now. So if you guys are hearing helicopters in the month of May, that might be why, okay? So travel forward, but also have patience with yourselves. I feel like Virgos, you're a little like, I gotta figure this out. Because what did I say earlier about evolution? I don't even remember. You're observing evolution, or you're like, I gotta know, I gotta figure it out right now. No. We're all just living in the current moment. There is nothing to figure out. Do you understand? I know that goes against a lot of logical thinking, but really sit with that concept of like, I'm just observing what's going on. And I will gain strength as I surrender to this journey, as I just heal myself and focus solely on myself, okay? I promise many of you are being called to, it doesn't matter feminine or masculine energy, but to focus solely on you. Like, how do you make money? How do you collect coin? Like, are you happy in your job? Not depending on other relationships or people, family or friends. Like, this is a single lady, but again, male, female bodies, it doesn't matter. But a person that's like, I am grounded in my truth. I'm learning who I am. I am not going to let outside energy affect me. And I'm also just bringing in money, right? In a way that I am passionate about, okay? And so ask yourself, if you're not happy in your current job, start writing about that. What is it you're looking for in a current job? Also look into your rising sign, and definitely check out your other videos on here for your moon and your rising sign. My rising is Gemini. I'm an Aries sun, but my rising is Gemini, which is all about talking, teaching, and educating. And it makes total sense that this would end up being my career path, my soul career path, right? But I never thought before that that would be the case. So tap into that, okay? I feel like some of you this month, you're looking back at the past. Why are you doing that? See these 2 cups back here? This is the 5 of Cups. Is someone sad looking at all the spilled cups, but they don't realize there's 2 cups behind them. Like, it's wonderful. And those 2 cups are way better than the 3 cups that spilled anyways. So please try to focus on that, being in the present moment, okay? Because before you know it, you are going to be celebrating 3 of Cups. But I also feel like with the Ace of Cups reverse, I was just gonna say this and this came out. Some of you are celebrating too much with friends, with outside energy, okay? So watch that. Like, are you drinking too much? Like, this does not need to be all or nothing. A spiritual awakening is all about balance. Anyone that's telling you, oh, you can't eat meat, you can't drink, you can't, you guys, in my experience, my connection to source, it's all about balance. The reason the world is so fucked up right now, when I talk about evolution, is because we've been all or nothing. You must have an education, or you must have this, or you must succeed in only these black and white ways. And we got to think outside the box. No, the goal is balance. Balance in everything. Balance in our friendships, our relationships, balance in what we eat, balance in what we drink, balance in our time spent alone and our time spent in other energies, okay? And any energy that feels off to you or is shady, trust your intuition. Walk the other way, head out, okay? I promise. Also, cats are significant to you. I'm picturing a black cat with like maybe white on its paws or its tails or the tips of its ears, just a little bit of white. If you see a cat like that, that might be a thing for you. I'm not sure what it's telling you, but yeah. But you're coming out as the Empress, which I love. This is like a feminine energy that's like, the ladybugs on here. It's like a really fertile, like beautiful. It doesn't necessarily mean baby. I mean, maybe you're wanting to get pregnant or have a child. Definitely, that's a great sign for you. But if it's not that, it's just like you're full of ideas. You're trying to birth this new version of you. And I'm telling you right now, you're gonna do it, okay? So don't get hung up on, I need to figure it all out right now. Get to the place where you're like, I'm just gonna figure out this moment right now, right? And go instinctively towards what you feel called to do, okay? My hair is just wild tonight, wild. But anyways, thank you for joining me again. Watch your moon, sun, rising if you feel called. Drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Tell anyone you know because I'm trying to get more people here. But by the way, don't push away this message. I feel like some of you are like, oh, whatever. God's calling you out. Source is calling you out. And by the way, God, source, universe, they're not a man, they're not a woman, they're not a person. They're literally the energy that flows between all of us and is literally creating new earth. So I love all of you and have a wonderful